When I began studying law, this film matched my dreams. Being a successful woman, making a change, upholding the rule of law, whilst having time for a boyfriend, a social life, and including getting my nails done. I did become a lawyer, but oddly, my life did not work out that way. My life was getting home from work close to midnight, being woken by a work call at 3 a.m., getting into the office for 9:30, back-to-back conference calls and meetings, managing several other clients' expectations, having little time for nail appointments and a very complicated love life. This was my work experience. But we all have similar lives. Many of you in this room are working long hours, have high levels of responsibility, and face numerous events, both real and imagined, which cause stress in your lives each day. For me, as a result of information overload and tight competing deadlines, I found myself as a junior lawyer with a head full of so many thoughts. It basically looked like a mess of spaghetti. A gigantic plate of spaghetti. Surprisingly, I do not function well and thrive when sleep deprived and stressed. And science backs this up. We don't make long-term memories, and our ability to recall data is compromised. Stress also affects our health, from our susceptibility to a cold to the health of your heart. And stress can make you more irritable and anxious. Knowing this, I needed a healthy way to become more resilient to stress and to thrive in the corporate environment. I needed something which worked despite the crazy hours, because time was a luxury I did not have. I needed something to create order in my thoughts and to get the loud thoughts to get into line. I didn't find an escape key which wiped all of my thoughts, but I did find a tool to create order and to transform that plate of spaghetti. I meditate daily. I don't sit and chant with scented candles in my office wearing hippie clothes, although I do occasionally spritz my colleagues with an essential oil spray. I also don't sit under a tree or retreat to a cave for 6 months. I don't have time for that. I've got deals to close and deadlines to make, and I want to get my nails done. I just require something to ensure that my mind does not scream in multiple directions, and which allows me to focus with more precision and accuracy. For me, meditation has changed my life. It's made me more efficient and focused, and it's enabled me to create better relationships, both personally and professionally. 2 weeks into a daily meditation practice, I thought that all the people around me had been switched into kinder and easier to deal with versions of themselves. But I realized that the only person that had changed was me. Science also supports these findings, showing positive changes in even new meditators' cognitive behavior, that it improves mental performance, may reduce your need for sleep, and improve social connections. Meditation is simple. There are so many different ways to meditate. Even if you've only got a minute, you could close your eyes and open your mouth really wide. You can try it now if you'd like. So you close your eyes and you open your mouth as wide as possible, like a cave, and you inhale and exhale through your mouth as slowly as possible. As you can see, this is not one to do in a meeting. But perhaps on your way into a meeting, relax the need to speak and inhale in 4 sniffs through your nose and exhale in 4 sniffs through your nose. So it's a segmented breath. It would go whilst matching those sniffs of breath to your step. If you've got a little bit more time, maybe a few minutes whilst you're waiting for the train or for your children to get out of school, you can close your eyes and silently repeat a word or phrase to yourself. You could even match it to your breath. For instance, you could say, I am love on the inhale, and you are love on the exhale. But these are just a few examples. The ways to meditate are endless, with or without a word or phrase, which is known as a mantra, still or moving, eyes open or closed, and few, if any, require you to have any belief system whatsoever. So if you have tried one meditation style and given up, or you don't think you can fit it into your schedule, perhaps it's time for a little evolution. You do have time to meditate, and there are lots of options for meditation. We all get 24 hours to use in each day. Even if you can't block 10 or 20 minutes, begin by taking just 1 minute for yourself once or more a day. Meditation is not a standard fit in time or type, but it is exactly like a pair of trainers. When buying a new pair, you try several on for size, and you keep the ones that work. If you do different sports, you may even have multiple pairs of trainers. Do the same with meditation. Try on a few for size, practice different ones. Find the one that works for you. Experiment when you walk out of this hall. Relax the need to speak, and inhale in a segmented breath of 4, and exhale in a segmented breath of 4. So these are the 4 sniffs and the 4 sniffs out, whilst matching those breaths and little sniffs to your step. Imagine meditation is like brushing your teeth. You don't have to do it, but what would your world be like without toothpaste? So discover the benefits that meditation can have for you by giving it a first try or another look. I'm grateful for your time today. Thank you very much.